Thank you for allowing me. Jorge Lerma. I am the director for District 5. I am here to listen to your ideas exclusively. We're going to present you some facts, but the basic message, your motivation should be is that you're fighting for your school. El mensaje que yo necesito, con que necesito ayuda, es que ustedes están peleando por su escuela y los conceptos que existen aquí. Les voy a presentar un poco de datos y luego les voy a dar el micrófono a ustedes. We're going to present you with some data, and then we're going to let you speak about what your desire, what your feelings are in maintaining your school. So again, thank you for allowing us to come into your house. I'm here to represent you. I will take your ideas to the school board. Estoy aquí para representarlos a ustedes. Lo que yo piensa no importa. Lo que voy a llevar, Dios, porque me siento con mucha confianza que digo que tengo mi pueblo conmigo, que ya no es necesario, yo no voy a hacer la decisión. Entonces, ¿para qué estar aquí? Si yo ya hice la decisión, no tuviera razón. It wouldn't make any sense to tell you that we desire your ideas, and then for me to make up my own mind. Whatever you say that you want, I will present those ideas as they are. So we're going to get started. Again, my name is Jorge Lerma, Director of District 5. This is one of the schools in District 5. District 5 is at 14th Avenue in front of Highland Hospital, over to High Street, from the MacArthur Freeway to the estuary. That's District 5. Si pueden imaginar el mapa en su mente de donde está el hospital de Highland, la autopista de MacArthur, la High Street y luego el estuario. Todo lo que es ese cuadro representa el Distrito 5 y todas las escuelas que están ahí adentro. I'm here because due to several factors that challenge public school districts in California. One being the declining student enrollment, at least here in Oakland. If we don't do anything, when the year 2026-27 comes, we will owe $140 million. We will be in the hole $140 million. At that point, we would be forced to turn our local control to the state of California. Yo sé que están traduciendo esto, pero quiero enfatizar que si no hacemos algo, si no tenemos un plan, el control que tenemos ahorita va a desaparecer y se lo vamos a dar al Estado. Ellos no van a tomar en cuenta los deseos de nosotros. Our school board recently passed the 3 R's resolution, a roadmap to help re-envision, redesign, and restructure the district. Now, why is that important? Because within that 3R discussion, we can talk about how to make things better, maybe smaller, different, but that we can all survive. Queremos tomar sus ideas, queremos hablar de cómo hacer de nuevo el distrito, pero que refleje nuestros deseos en un modo mejor y ser más eficaz. Una de las cosas que podemos hacer es el tema de esta noche, un poco del tema va a ser, la idea es esto solamente un propósito de cómo fusil o cómo poner la escuela United y la escuela de vida, Life, abajo de la misma administración. Eso sea deseable o no deseable, se va a discutir esta noche. The proposal to merge United with Life is only a proposal, and I'm here to listen to what you have to say. We want to save more dollars. We want to get away from needless spending. We need to be more accountable. You all didn't create this problem. The Oakland Unified School District and those of us in charge created this problem. But we need to solve it together. Este problema no fue creado por ustedes. Fue creado en gran parte por el distrito. Pero desgraciadamente, o tal vez sea mejor que vamos a encontrar una solución juntos. Yo sé que hay muchas preguntas y inseguridades. I know that there's a lot of questions and uncertainties. Pero voy a presentar la compañera Mónica, la doctora Mónica. Aquí.
Saludar a todos. Buenas tardes.
Ella va a estar dando la presentación y luego voy a regresar para tomar preguntas. Doctora Mónica, por favor.
Buenas tardes, bienvenidos. Good evening, everybody. So we know there's a lot of questions about the proposed merger and the vote that the board is taking here, or plan to take in the next couple weeks. So what we'd like to do is offer up an opportunity to hear from the community. You have board members here. It is their opportunity to hear your feedback and to very clearly ask your questions. I'll invite us to just have a couple. Maybe we'll just actually start with like 2 aisles if we want. Folks can either just raise your hand and come up here and give your comment or your question. Maybe let's just do that. Because we only have 1 mic. So if we could please start with families of the community. If you have a child that goes to United for Success or a child that goes to Life, you have a question for the board members, please go ahead up and come ask. And if you could just mind introducing yourself and saying your name and the school your child goes to, and the grade they're in. Yeah. Yes, please.
Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Samantha Hardington. I have an 8th grader here at Life, and I have 3 children advancing to C, which they're also proposing to merge with Manzanita Community. As a parent, I strongly oppose the upcoming merger decision set to affect the schools across here in East Oakland. I urge the district to reconsider both the merger and the budget vote to fully consider the impact that it's going to have on our students and the staff. A larger school, it's going to create safety issues. Also, the school has one of the highest graduation rates because of our small classes. For less than $3 million, these mergers are not worth the risk for our children's education. Let's protect what works and prioritize our future. Thank you.
Yo pienso que vamos de mal en peor. No es un motivo para juntar las escuelas. La escuela de la United y la Life están suficientemente llenas. Ustedes se fijan en el presupuesto, en el índice de dinero, pero no se fijan en el impacto que va a hacer en nuestros jóvenes y en nuestros adolescentes. ¿Qué está pasando ahorita con tanta violencia? ¿Qué van a pasar con nuestros hijos? ¿Dónde van a parar? Entre más escuela, más llena. No hay ustedes no se fijan en el impacto que va a haber en nuestros hijos. Ustedes no se fijan en el impacto en el dinero. ¿Se han fijado en eso? Si mejor el Estado agarra el distrito, que desaparezca el distrito, porque allí sobraría más dinero. ¿Para qué? Para el bienestar de nuestros hijos.
necesita traducción si no tiene o interpretación? Everyone has it that needs it? Okay. Señora, por favor.
Me escucho bien, ando un poco resfriada, pero vale la pena estar aquí. Mi nombre es Liliana Camacho, tengo un niño que este año se gradúa, en el grado 12. Tengo un estudiante en el grado 7 y próximamente mi niño de 5º grado, espero que esté aquí en live. Mi punto de vista y mis preguntas son demasiadas. Realmente si quisiera decir todo lo que pienso no acabaríamos, pero siento que la primera decisión de unir las escuelas es el peor. Siento, para mi punto de vista como madre de familia, es lo que más afectaría a los estudiantes, porque de todos modos el distrito recibe el dinero por los estudiantes. Entonces, desafortunadamente están afectando primero a los estudiantes. Yo no tengo conocimiento, pero sé que el distrito está construyendo edificios, renovando edificios que nuestros estudiantes no están utilizando directamente. Entonces, mi punto de vista es, ¿por qué no buscar la manera de estas estructuras? Nuestro edificio es un edificio antiguo. No les estamos pidiendo que vengan a renovarnos el edificio. Queremos mantener nuestras escuelas. Mi hijo tiene desde el grado 6 aquí. Es una escuela pequeña. Mi hijo tiene recientemente fue diagnosticado con una dificultad de aprendizaje. Una escuela pequeña como LIFE, lo que a mí me ha beneficiado, mi hijo no sabe pedir ayuda. LIFE tiene la posibilidad de ofrecerle las ayudas a mi estudiante, sin la necesidad de que el niño vaya y la pida. Una escuela grande como Oakland Tech, como otras escuelas grandes, yo sé que no le ofrecerían las necesidades que mi estudiante está necesitando, y desafortunadamente, al crear escuelas más grandes, nuestros hijos, en vez de subir, van a bajar. O sea, lo digo yo en mi punto de vista como lo es mi estudiante. Mi segunda estudiante, afortunadamente, lleva a un nivel diferente. Entonces, siento yo que la manera de unir escuelas no es creo yo que no, porque cada escuela tiene su propia identidad. Entonces, desafortunadamente es lo primero que van a afectar a nuestros estudiantes. Tumbarles o de eliminarles su identidad como estudiantes, como parte de la escuela. Si dijeras, ok, se va a quedar igual, van a recibir los mismos apoyos, pero lo único que está buscando es unificar, pero quitar dinero a lo mejor de las escuelas, porque yo no creo que tengan la capacidad o que les vayan a seguir ofreciendo las mismas necesidades. A mí me pasó con mi estudiante, desafortunadamente afectan las escuelas que están afectándose al unir estas 10 escuelas, son escuelas que no tenemos los papás no tenemos la capacidad de ir a pelear con un abogado. O sea, desafortunadamente yo como mamá tengo que venir a hablar por mis hijos. En unas escuelas como la Hillcrest, como otras escuelas que reciben un presupuesto diferente, aunque entonces, las familias tienen la capacidad. Si nos vamos a identificar las escuelas que están afectando, son escuelas que venimos de una economía, no quiero decir que mala, pero estamos estables. O sea, hay familias de nuestras escuelas, tanto United como Life, que están necesitando, a veces no tienen ni para comer. Entonces, afectarle su estabilidad emocional les va a afectar demasiado. A mi hijo le digo que yo he pasado, mi hijo tiene una condición médica más pequeño, y hace 2 o 3 años, tuve la oportunidad de poder platicar en una escuela. Digo, es frustrante que ni siquiera te presentes queja William a mi hijo me lo dejaron sin enfermera un día. Tuve que ir a recogerlo de la escuela. Yo no puedo trabajar porque yo no confío en el distrito para que le manden la enfermera. Afortunadamente ahorita la enfermera que lo está atendiendo ya está estable. Pero yo no puedo trabajar porque sé que si me llama el director, señora, no vino la enfermera por su hijo, venga a cuidar. Mi hijo tiene una condición médica que es diabetes tipo 1. Depende de supervisión a la hora de los almuerzos. Entonces, es frustrante que si hubiera pasado en otras escuelas, no van a llegar como yo a presentar la queja. Va a llegar el abogado con la queja. Y ahí la escuela sí va a responder, o el distrito va a responder. Entonces, es triste que las escuelas más afectadas a la unión al buscar el número de escuela. Vamos a hacer traducción.
Okay, so I'm going to do my best because they were too late. Basically, what Congress saying is that actually opposes to these schools to merge these schools, and the reason is because basically these schools are full. They have the students that they need. So now, if they do this with the schools, then the schools are going to put together, then the students going to go to different schools. The schools like the Oakland Tech, and those are big schools. So mom is comfortable to have these schools, small schools, or Life Academy and United for Success. Another thing the mom is saying, she's also concerned about students with special needs. And she has 2 students. One of the students has a special need, and she's also concerned that the students are going to get the same services that they are getting when they merge the school. Are they going to get the same services? That's the basic mom is saying. Another thing is about the money. Because he said that the school needs the money, and then if they're going to merge the school, something's going to be with the money. There's going to be money problems.
Thank you, Andres. Perdón, next time I will do that better. Okay, next speaker, please.
Before you said sorry, I'm a teacher at United, but if there are families that are speaking in Spanish, could the English speakers get headsets so we can also simultaneous translation? It's not very equitable for families to speak and then have people not hear them. So I think we should do that before anyone else speaks.
Absolutely, they can do that. Please feel free, and just write your name and your phone number, and when you are down to the equipment, just scratch your name. Please,
Yeah, if you prefer instead to have simultaneous translation, if you're being spoken in Spanish, please come over here and sign in, as Andres just said. You just have to write your name down and grab a little headset, put it into your ear, and he'll begin translation, and he can do it back and forth. Let's just give a few minutes for that to happen.
Hey, good night. I'm a 9th grader at Life Academy, and my name is Fatima, and I'm going to be sharing my opinion on this topic. The reason we shouldn't be merging schools is because, first of all, I don't think we have enough space in our high school. As you know, Life Academy is a middle school and a high school, and our high school is not the biggest, so I'm not sure how the people who are trying to merge this school thinks we're all gonna fit, because if you guys think these 8th graders are gonna want to transfer from our school, you guys are wrong. Me as a 9th grader, I was with every single student in the 8th grade, obviously, and 95% of the people in the 8th grade stayed. No one really transferred school. It's only like 2 or 3 people. And we already don't have enough materials in our school because of the OUSD funding. So I'm not sure how you guys expect for United 8th graders to wanna, or to be able to stay at our school. We just don't have enough funding or space, to be honest. Another point I wanna bring is that previous merging schools haven't saved or made any money in the past. So I'm not sure what makes these people think that we're gonna make a change in that, because we're honestly not gonna make or save any money. Instead, they should be fixing these small issues instead of creating a bigger issue. Some things that would be like fixing these small issues is investing in us. This would look like giving us water fountains. We only have 1 working water fountain in our 2 buildings. As a high schooler, I have to go to the science building every day, and sometimes it gets hot in those classrooms because we don't have enough funding for ACs. So I have to go walking all the way to the main building to fill my cup of water. That's just absurd to me. Another thing would be like giving us materials. In my math class, we literally, our teacher jokes around, you guys are gonna have to use your spit because we don't have glue sticks. The OUSD funding doesn't want to give us enough money for our materials, to the point where our teacher's telling us we have to use our spit for glue. That's insane. Or buy our own glue, but some of us, we never know like our personal problems. Some of us don't have enough money, not even for a glue stick, so we need enough funding for materials. Another thing I brought up was the ACs. Like in 2 of my classes during the heat wave, we were dying, we were sweating. Our teachers expected us to have a water bottle with ice every day because of AC's not working. Another thing is I was in volleyball, and Oakland Athletic League was just making these dumb rules that we had to pay $12 to watch our own volleyball game in our own home gym. Our parents bring our little siblings or grandsons or anything because we don't have money to pay for babysitters. They had to pay $12 extra for each and every one of our siblings. And for that funding to not even go back to us, it's just not good. Our coaches literally buy our equipment. The OUSD doesn't give funding for our equipment. So I'm not sure why OUSD is trying to is so invested in merging these schools instead of fixing these minor issues we have.
Hello, families. I hope you guys are having a good night. My name is Jose Bonilla. I'm currently in Life Academy High School in 9th grade. For this merging thing happening, some of my friends are telling me that they're not gonna feel comfortable enough on staying on these schools because sharing personal stuff with a bunch of new people is kind of scary, you know. I'm sure that's the case for most of the students in United for Success too. They're not gonna feel comfortable enough on sharing some of the stuff that they did with the friends they had made in their school. For example, in a camping trip we had in 8th grade, there was a gratitude circle where everyone felt comfortable enough to share their emotions. Those moments help us create a bond with each other, and it helps us feel more comfortable, and it helps us feel more comfortable with us and doing more group projects, doing more stuff together. And I don't think that if we merge the schools, all of that is gonna be happening because with a bunch of new students, everyone's gonna feel shy and scared to share out stuff that they were comfortable enough with doing, because the friends I've met them since 6th grade, and some of them are telling me that they're gonna leave the school because of the merging because they just feel scared of all of this. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Siguiente. Señora, por favor.
Good night, everybody. I don't speak well English, but I'm gonna try to do my best. The first point is, I bring my son from a big school, Oakland Tech, to this school. My son run away told me, Mom, the level is so different. The level here is Life Academic high than over there. I can see the difference, small school to big school. That's one of the points. I used to drive almost 45 minutes to try to bring my children for a small, and for me, the best schools. I live in the community, but I want to give my children the best education. So like a single mother, I have to drive 45 minutes for 10 years, 12 years, because the schools around here, sadly, they don't have the same supplies like Cracker Highlands. That's where my children went. Luckily, by lottery, but in the night, the first time, but I reapplied because I have to look for my children have a good education. And luckily, they in there. But when I find out that middle school, I start looking around. I said, it's in my community. I don't need to drive so far away. Always running, try to be late at work. Running every single day for 10 years. Because I want to give them good education. And now when I see life, I say, I like it. And I think Latin community deserve a small, good school.
Buenas noches. Mi nombre es Brenda Montes de Oca. Yo tengo una hija en Life Academy, es su primer año, está en 6º grado. Tengo el honor de conocer a Ledesma porque peleó con el grupo de la escuela ASEN, donde está mi hijo, de los más pequeños. Y por experiencia le hablo principalmente a mi comunidad latina. Las autoridades que se supone deben de velar por los intereses de la educación de nuestros hijos no lo hacen. Cuidan sus bolsillos, pintan las escuelas para aparentar que están trabajando. Y se los digo por experiencia, si nosotros no nos unimos, hacen lo que quieren. Life Academy la investigamos, mi amiga Adriana y yo, porque es una escuela que tiene un nivel académico que lo demostró cuando vino pandemia. En lugar de bajar, creció. Mi hija es una excelente estudiante y no estoy en el supuesto de permitir que quieran hacer esta unificación de escuelas para ahorrar ¿qué? ¿Para ahorrarse para el cafecito de la mañana? No, esta escuela es para latinos y para toda la comunidad que quiera venir y ser bienvenida. Y esta comunidad es fuerte. Y yo los invito, padres, maestros, que no sean latinos y que sean de la cultura que sea, pelear por los intereses de nuestros hijos, porque yo pago impuestos, porque yo tengo mis negocios para generar crecimiento en la ciudad de Oakland. Y si las autoridades que suponen tienen que trabajar no lo están haciendo, aquí hay problemas. Entonces, yo no estoy de acuerdo en la unión si no hay una justificación documental y comprobatoria de que eso es lo mejor para nuestros estudiantes, no para su bolsillo. Ajá. Ya.
Thank you. One moment. If it's okay, let me read some of the questions that have been written up. And those of you who have questions and stickies, go ahead and wave your hands so I can come and get them from you. If we have lower enrollment numbers, how many jobs will be cut from the top? Why are there only schools chosen Oakland Flatlands with great enrollment numbers? Is it legal to present a list of schools to be merged when there is no policy that directs the board to vote on this? Why does OUSD leave communities out of these decisions? And why does OUSD give no time for making such big decisions? What policy, underline, directs OUSD staff to come up with this list of mergers and closures? Thank you. Those are the questions.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Claudia Bautista, tengo una niña en 9º grado. La señora dice que él peleó, es primera vez que yo veo al señor Ledesma aquí. Nunca lo he visto y vengo a todas las reuniones de Life Academy. Lo han mencionado muchas veces, pero yo creo que es su obligación venir y ver cuáles son las necesidades aquí. Y ahora vienen y dicen que quieren unir la escuela. No es justo. Las escuelas pequeñas tienen mejores resultados para los estudiantes. Yo busqué también, antes de poner a mi hija en Life Academy, que era lo mejor. Y tenía un alto nivel de educación y fue lo que me gustó. Y me gustó exactamente porque era una escuela pequeña. Está la Fremont. La Fremont es una escuela grande. Pero yo quería una escuela pequeña donde ella se desarrollara mejor. Una sola vez ha venido alguien del distrito y nos dijo, que había dinero de de la policía que retiraron, de los policías escolares, de la policía que venía e iban a invertir no sé cuántos millones en diferentes actividades en la escuela. Solo quedó en hablada, jamás volvió a venir nadie del distrito a decir nada. Muchos padres no estamos de acuerdo. Sé que estamos hablando más de la LIFE. También necesitamos que los padres de United levanten la voz. No están haciendo lo correcto. Quieren ahorrar dinero. Quieren poner a un solo director. ¿Cuáles son los objetivos de unir las escuelas? Necesitamos saber cuáles van a ser los pros y los contras. ¿Van a poner 40, 50 alumnos en una clase? No va a ser provechoso para nadie. Para nadie va a ser provechoso. Y siempre afectan las escuelas donde están más los latinos. Muchos padres me han dicho que han ido al distrito escolar. Por favor, ¿alguno de ustedes ha ido a ver cómo está el baño de los estudiantes? A veces no hay ni papel sánico. Y los baños de los distritos tienen lo mejor. No es justo si ustedes reciben dinero de parte del gobierno por los estudiantes necesitan lo mejor.
Thank you. We're going to continue in a second. I just wanted to introduce that there are two other school board members here listening to your comments, gathering information, considering everything you said. Director Hutchison, would you please stand and identify yourself, please? Thank you. And a longtime friend and almost family member that she was when my daughter was being born, her daughter was being born on this in the opposite curtain. So I wanted to. And then finally, my term will be ending in January, and the person that's going to be replacing me, representing you, is Patrice Berry. Patrice, please come up forward. No, we want you up here. Okay, good. Okay, so I just wanted to take a moment to tell you, you're being heard. There's other board members here. Okay, thank you. We'll continue with the program now.
Two more, and then there's two more, and then there's one in Spanish that the director will read. If we lose our small school models, then we will lose students and families to charter schools. Merging will decrease the quality of our schools and decrease enrollment. What will happen to students and teachers? Will teachers be fired? Will more students leave?
Si alguien va a dejar, si pueden leer esas, están muy pequeñas las letras para mí.
Okay, I'm reading. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, so the question, I don't think this is a question, it's just a comment. It says that if you are thinking about to do more things, but you're not thinking about money, and you're not thinking about, I think, the materials. I think it's talking about the materials here at school. And also the social emotional about the students. It says health, but I'm assuming they're talking about social emotional.
Others? Anyone else? Please, please. Join us.
Hi, my name is Eduardo Jimenez. I have a 12th grader and a 7th grader here at the Academy. I'm a graduate of Calvin Simmons, class of 1990. So I know this auditorium well. So just 3 questions that I want to ask the board members. Can we get an exact, not exact, but can we get a breakdown of why we're in a deficit? You know, is it enrollment? Is it, you know, what's the budget that's causing this deficit? That's one. Do it later. Secondly, what can we do as parents and community members to stay ahead of the curve? Because I feel that this happens all the time, yearly. And what can we as a community do to prevent this from happening every year? And then third, my last question is, ideally, like I said, I'm a graduate from here, graduate from Fremont, class of 93. And about the 50 or so people I still talk to on Facebook and stuff like that, Instagram, a handful of them have kids in Oakland Public Schools. You know, at some point I would like to see the school district have a plan to stop the brain drain of the students, because we, as you know, we have a lot of college graduates that come from this high school, and every high school, and 4-year degrees and upwards. So it'd be nice, it'll be good to see the school district create a plan where we can attract those college graduates back into the city, back into the school system, so that, you know, replenish the graduation rates and stuff like that, so we don't have these issues every couple of years. So that's all I think.
Okay. I will give maybe a quick rundown of one, though, of the five dilemmas that the board is sort of wrestling with right now, and then I'll invite them to come and share, if they'd like to, a little bit more. Ultimately, the dilemmas are not new. They're not new. And if you've been I've been in Oakland 19 years as an educator here at UFSA. These are really not a new situation, but it is different context now. And the context is this: the lower enrollment is lower revenue, and the increasing costs of everything. Everything costs more money. It costs more money for food. It costs more money for school supplies, obviously, which are not here. For bathrooms, for toilets, all of these things, it all costs more. And so when you have less money and you have more costs, particularly when we are still wanting to give salary increases to the 4 unions that have not yet had their salary increases, we know costs will continue to rise. So we have declining revenue, we have increasing costs. We also have documented too many schools for the amount of students that we have compared to other districts like us. We also want to exit state receivership, which we are still in after 25 years. We got a $100 million loan. We are paying it back almost 18 months from now, $120 million. So we have this dilemma where we have decreasing revenue, increasing costs. The board right now is managing 3 areas of their redesign, revision, and restructure plan. The first is to reduce expenditures. They have a $67 million reduction plan on the table right now. The second is to reduce the footprint. The mergers of 5 shared sites is a reduction of the footprint. And the third is the generation of dollars from real assets. Those are the 3 strategies that the board is looking at right now as part of their 3 R's to address the current $95 million budget balancing deficit. All of those changes won't produce savings, they will simply balance so that we can meet payroll for our employees in the next 18 months. Quick summary, I may not have hit everything. Hopefully that was helpful. And then I'll invite board members to comment. Or staff member. Staff member, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that level of detail. Ms. Thomas, was it? Dr. Thomas, thank you. My name is Gabriel Kahn. I'm a teacher here at Life Academy. I teach 8th grade humanities. I stand here being encouraged by my own students to come up and speak for the 8th graders who are not here to speak for themselves because they will be most impacted by this merger if they are asked to fit into a smaller 9th grade size. That will not guarantee all of them admission, which as we do the math is just what has to happen to fit all of these 8th graders into a 9th grade class. Now I take this promise very seriously because when we accept 6th graders into this school, we promise them that as part of that choice to come here, that we offer them a 6 through 12 education, that we can promise that continuity from 8th grade to 9th grade. And so when I heard from district admin this week that they expect and are planning for a 20% disenrollment of merged school populations, I shook my head because I know that's not the case at Life Academy. As you heard from the 9th graders who spoke earlier, we lose maybe 5% of our grade every year because 95% of the kids know this works and they want to stay. So what do we tell the parents who we promised a 6 through 12 education, but when they get to 9th grade, all of a sudden there's no seat for their kid anymore? It's an unacceptable trade-off for me. I appreciate the details of the budget that Dr. Thomas provided, but I think it's a disservice to do a sort of first-order cost-benefit analysis of costs are going up and enrollment is going down when you're talking to 2 fully enrolled schools. These are not the places to be talking about where we're getting our revenue from because kids want to stay here. I heard that one of the strategies was reducing the footprint, but we're not actually reducing the footprint by merging 2 schools on the same site. It's the same footprint. It's the same building. This footprint stays the same whether or not you try to destroy the culture of 2 schools to make a Franken school that doesn't have either the best of either parties, or if we're able to continue to do the work that we've promised to do for these children. I also think that it's important for us to recognize that historic mergers did not save us money. Now, Director Lerma, we talked about this last time you were here, but the 3 mergers from 2021 did not save the district money, they cost us money. The only mergers that saved money were places where massive amounts of students disenrolled, and we lost all of the average daily attendance revenue we would have gotten from those students who decided to go to charter schools, go to other schools. So this myth that we save money from a merger on campus is just that, and it is respectfully your responsibility as board members to tell the district leadership that they have to go back to the drawing board to find out where they're saving money, because if it doesn't save money, then what's the point? Now, I understand the point. I think I understand the point is to make it look like we're saving money so that the budget looks balanced going into the end of this year, but that is not an acceptable reason to compromise the education of the students who work so hard at these schools to get an education and to keep, as Jose and Fatih mentioned, a culture of safety in the classroom where they feel comfortable reading to each other, learning together, doing group projects together. I have taught at other schools where that is not true. I have taught at schools where there isn't that culture built, and if you merge 2 schools of strangers together, you are gonna have to go back. We are all gonna have to start all that culture building work over again. And whatever you think you're saving here, we're not. And whatever you think we're saving here, it's not worth it. Thank you very much.
How you doing? Mi nombre es Michael Rodríguez, soy maestro aquí de 7º grado del inglés. Le voy a hablar en español porque esta es una comunidad latina y el que no le entiende los problemas de ellos. Okay, realmente nosotros somos la comunidad y quiero ser transparente porque la realidad es que no le están diciendo toda la verdad, como sabemos. Y aquí yo tengo varios puntos, preguntas que le hicimos hace un par de días al señor Lerma aquí. Le hicimos preguntas nosotros y no prometió tener respuestas. Dijo que ese mismo día, esa noche, le iba a preguntar al distrito para poder contestarnos. Pues le voy a aguantar esa promesa. ¿Tiene contestaciones para nosotros en el día de hoy?
I turned in all the questions that were submitted. Entregué todas las preguntas que se me hicieron y no tengo las contestaciones, pero se entregó el correo.
Pues ahí tiene. Número 1. Número 2, vamos a hablar de otra realidad, de algo que pasó. Hace 2 o 3 días, cuando nos vimos con el señor Lerma, el déficit era de $25 millones. En el día de hoy nos acaba de decir que era de 140 millones. ¿Cuál es el número real?
El número real ahorita de los deuda ha de ser como más de 100 millones de dólares.
Ahora estamos en más de 100 millones. Ok, estamos llegando. Vamos a ver si en algún momento tenemos el número que sea real. La segunda le pregunté sobre los $250,000 que gastaron en este mismo verano en conseguir una compañía de comunicaciones para darle a nosotros el mensaje que el distrito está quebrado. ¿Cuál es la respuesta, señor Lerner?
Perdón,
Ok, le pregunté sobre los $250,000 que aquí tengo el memorando en mi mano, okay, donde firmaron la Junta de Directores para una compañía de comunicaciones para dar un mensaje que el distrito está quebrado. Tiene respuestas de por qué gastaron ese dinero si están en quiebra y no pueden pagar, tenemos que hacer escuelas. Yo creo que la comunidad debe de saber.
Se gasta dinero en investigar todo lo que se dice en prácticas que ocurren en el distrito. Esta compañía de, ¿cómo se llama? Partners.
510 Media. 510 Media.
Okay. Es un grupo que está investigando cómo se hacen las cosas en Oakland Unified School District. Sí se hizo esa compra o se pidió ese servicio. No lo estoy negando.
Okay. Pero para que lo sepan los padres, esos $250,000 pueden pagar el salario de todos principales administración que en este caso quieren cerrar y quieren quitarle su trabajo, pero la realidad lo pueden pagar en verano de agosto, pero en vez de hacer eso pagaron el costo de una agencia de comunicación para decirnos a nosotros que están quebrados el distrito. Ok, vamos a seguir. El próximo pregunta que te tengo para ti, que le dijiste que iba a tener respuesta, el plan de cómo hacer esta unión. Simplemente lo van a hacer en 5 meses, quieren hacerlo ahora, pasarlo en enero y de enero al año que viene ya hacer una escuela. A mí me parece ridículo, pero le hicimos la pregunta, señor Lerner. ¿Cuál es su respuesta? ¿Cómo vamos a hacer esto en 5 meses?
Dado lo que estoy escuchando y estoy preparado para la junta de diciembre, el 11 de diciembre, pedir que este asunto se jale de la agenda, que se quite, para darnos más tiempo a tener esta discusión. No elimina la deuda, pero sí quiero contestar honestamente. Queremos crear más tiempo para explorar, investigar y ver entre lo que se puede hacer para ahorrar dinero con la participación de ustedes y de la gente del distrito para llegar a un acuerdo. Sí, tienen razón, pero estoy dispuesto con otros compañeros de jalar este asunto de la agenda del distrito en diciembre 11. No es una ganancia en sí, no es decir que no vaya a haber una infusión, pero nos da más tiempo para seguir discutiendo este asunto.
En resumen,
back to work and stop wasting our time with this merger, right? But if you wait, I understand that you feel like you're waiting, but we have to fight. We have to continue to fight for this while you wait, and that's not fair to us, right? So tell us we have the votes. Tell us it's a no now so we can go back to teaching these kids and not having to deal with defending this project.
So I agree. So my name is Mike Hutchinson. I am the school board director for District 4. And I am here explicitly tonight to say to everyone that I am not voting for this plan in December. No need. And so this has been, there's been a lot of mistakes that have been made. And I'm trying to clean up as many of them as I can. But I know that I won't be voting for a plan for immediate mergers in December. I know that Director Lerma is not going to be voting for that. And I know that Patrice Berry, the new director coming into District 5, doesn't support that either. I speak very clearly. I said I'm voting no against that. So there's no mincing of words here. If you check my Facebook page, I posted that earlier this afternoon. But I want to make another thing clear, and I'm really upset that this has been derailed, or the work that we are trying to do district-wide has been derailed by what's happened in the last 2 weeks. So there will not be an approval of an immediate merger in December. So if you, wait. So I am speaking for myself. Hopefully Jorge or Director Lerma will say that for himself in a minute. If you are unsure, please ensure that there's 4 directors saying that. But I don't want to shrink away from the other issue that we do need to address this year going forward. We have to start having community conversations. We need to start getting some decisions and direction in place in June, which is what the school board has approved. Okay, so this has been a mess. I don't want to go into the details and address some of the specific questions. There's no way I would vote for this, and I'm upset at a lot of people that we got to this point. Director Lerma and I are both born and raised here. I grew up on Alexander Court. I snuck into Hamilton Junior High climbing a big fence on the creek many years. This is very important to us. And what we need to do as a community is hopefully we can put away some of the fear for now so we understand there is not an immediate threat to the school being changed. But we can use this energy going forward to start the conversations about what we need to do as a district going forward. And the last thing I want to make very clear, because it's what I'm most mad about, mergers or possibly closures are not a part of the budget option solutions that the board is looking at right now for next year. There are 28 options. Mergers and closures are not a part of it. So there is no need for us to do anything immediately because of the budget or any other reason. But we have to get into these conversations. So I am hopeful that when we come back in January, we are ready as a school site and as a community to start engaging about these conversations for how our schools and our district needs to look going into the next 10, 20 years. Okay? But I will be voting no on this. And in the end, the school board has the decision to make for all of these things. So it is 4 votes from the school board carries the day.
I'm going to make this really short because I know that parents have been fighting really hard, students have been fighting really hard, teachers have been fighting hard, and everybody wants to get back to their 2 schools. I am also voting no on this because my daughter started off here when it was Peralta Creek, as driving by thinking, wow. I think what the people have said so far, this is a community school, students feel safe in the school, and it's just not a plan that's thought out well. So I am also no vote.
It's funny how so many people are involved in the community suddenly, but we do appreciate the no votes. Honestly, I really hope you keep your words to not make this happen. A lot of people depend on it, and it's not just life. I'm at United for Success. We don't have the great numbers on paper that life does, but we have other numbers that maybe you can't see, that are not tangible. Okay, we take care of our kids. We give them a safe space to come to. We take kids thrown out of other schools, and we take them with open arms and we bring them in here. This is what we do at United. We don't have the pretty numbers, but we do have a feeling of home. We have the feeling of a lot of kids feeling safe. They come here, and we give them the best damn education we can, regardless of what this board does, and regardless of what they say. Okay? So I'm not gonna sit here and let you tell them how we're gonna do this. We are the community, and once again, it's their mistake. All of them made mistakes. I know he's saying he saw a lot of mistakes, but honestly, all of you have, because this discussion should have happened when you first started talking about this. This is where you should have came to open up and say, you know what, this is what we want to do, and you should have talked to us first before you went anywhere else. We're here as an after fact of what was trying to be done without us, without our knowledge. So I really hope you pay attention to these kids coming in now And these are our students. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael from UFSA. I'm against the merge with Life because this will not save enough money to help with the debt. Also, going to a big school will make it harder to get help from teachers, and we would lose important people like our deans, who help students get to class on time and support their mental health. UFSA teachers and students have bonds that help students learn more. This also helps students' attendance because they have people they trust.
Hello, my name is Angelina. Good afternoon. Students also participate more with teachers they know. Please vote no on closing UFSA so we can save programs like our after-school program, electives, Hoven Nobles, and our newcomer program.
Thank you. My name is David Gardner. I'm a teacher at Life Academy, and I just want to be super clear. I appreciate the directors for being here and sharing their plan to vote no on December 11th. But I want to be super clear. Does that mean that we can assume right now that for the 2025-26 school year, Life Academy and UFSA will be open as normal? Is that what I'm hearing and understanding?
Please, next.
Hola, buenas noches. Good evening. I had a whole speech prepared, but I think everybody has spoken to a lot of points. But I'm gonna do my best. Voy a hacer lo mejor que puedo. Mi nombre es Edwin Solís y yo soy un trabajador social clínico en la escuela United for Success Academy. So I'm Edwin Solis Lopez. I'm a clinical social worker and community school manager at United for Success Academy. And I want to say the following. Tonight I want to talk about something essential, yet often overlooked in schools. A sense of security. For students, security is not about physical safety. It's about creating an environment where they feel emotionally, socially, and mentally safe as well. When students feel secure, they are more likely to engage, explore, and excel. A secure environment gives them the courage to ask questions, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. It fosters creativity and collaboration because they know they are valued and supported. But when security is absent, fear and anxiety take its place, clouding the ability to focus and learn. This is why schools and United for Success Academy continue to prioritize a sense of security for our students. It starts with the caring adults who listen, policies that protect, and a culture that embraces inclusivity and respect. By building trust and ensuring every student feels seen and safe, that's the only way we can unlock their future potential. I'm a community school manager, but I'm a social worker, clinical social worker first. Now here's some data that you might have not heard, and it's qualitative data. This is data that you see, this is data that you feel, this is data that you see. And this often goes underneath the radar. I've been in this school for over 5 years, and none of your students have been in any situation in our school and this is my mandate, they have not been in any situation where they have been waiting for services that care for their mental health. You can check with the district. You can check with the district. You can check, and I'll name drop Sandy Simmons. You can check with Sandy Simmons. Everybody knows in this district who she is. Talk to her about the work that we're doing at United First Sex Academy. She has never stepped one foot on our campus for any concern about the mental health of our students at United First Sex Academy. We are a full wraparound service school. I would say we are a tier 3 school. We are, and I advocate for that, and I stand behind that. None of your students at United First Sex Academy have ever wondered or thought about, how am I going to be safe? How do I feel safe in this school? And it's because we are student-centered. And that's something that we live by every single day. And I'm happy to hear these commitments, because there's something in my field that is called loyalty. So I'm holding every single one of you accountable. And I'm talking to you all board members to exercise your vote. And if you need any more encouragement, I leave you with this war cry. Like an eagle, we achieve to the high survivability. Like a river, we create new possibilities. Like a mountain, we uphold each other in our community. Like an acorn, we unfold into the leaders we are meant to be. We are United for Success Academy.
Hello, my name is Julian Mirela Cepeda. I am a 12th grader in Life Academy. I'm here to fight for my sister for not the merging of Life Academy and United for Success. I've been here for many years. I've been here since 6th grade, and I've seen everything that has happened with USD. I've seen teachers going on strike, fighting for the students in our school, and I haven't seen any change. And the thing is that I don't understand is, you guys are saying that there's low students not coming to school. That's technically your guys' fault, OUC's fault, because you guys are cutting fundings from all the programs that are being offered to students. And by taking away those advantages, you guys are taking advantages for students to be successful.
My name is Sandra Cepeda. I'm the mom of a senior and a 6th grader. I am not happy with the situation that's happening right now. My daughter coming in from an elementary school to a middle school, it's hard enough. You have to meet new teachers, new students, new friends, and now you guys are trying to put basically almost 3 schools together. High school, middle school, it makes no type of sense. I'm an OUSC student. I graduated from Oakland High. Yes, it's a huge school. I didn't get the opportunities that my son is getting right now. He gets opportunities from every single teacher here, the principals, counselors, everyone is always focusing on all the students every time I come here. I've been here since he's been here 6th grade. Now I'm hoping that my daughter is going to be as successful as my son with all of the family that he has around here. Life Academy is not just a school to my son, it's his second home. So I'm hoping, and I'm totally against you guys merging the schools. I am not, that's just ridiculous. And like my son said, we are losing good teachers. They're leaving to other districts. When he was in middle school before the pandemic, we lost a lot of great teachers. A lot of the times when the kids come to the first day of school, They come home with the list that they need utensils for school, they need supplies for school. I don't mind, but a lot of parents don't work. A lot of parents don't have the same opportunities that some parents have to buy brand new backpacks for their children, to buy pencils, whatever the kids need. And you guys are not providing nothing for them. And whoever said about the bathrooms, yeah, the bathrooms are disgusting. I'm sorry. For the girls, come on, girls have personal things going on. That's just ridiculous. I'm hoping and I'm praying that you guys do not merge, because this is gonna affect my daughter. He's leaving, but it's gonna affect my daughter and every single child that's here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My brother, he used to go to Oakland Tech, but now he came to Life. And now he feels like a bit more comfortable that he's meeting new people, he's getting more help, even though his grades aren't that great. And he can work on them. And also, like, a lot of the teachers here are very nice, even the principals, co-principals, principal. And a lot of people here are very nice, and also the students, they're very kind, generous, and they do a lot, and are very nice people around them. Even though this is new for my brother, because he had friends at Oakland Tech, but now he trying to make new friends here, which is kind of hard for him, but still, he's still trying and trying to get his grades up. And even though he's in 11th grade and he's about to graduate in like two years, I'm still gonna be here if the schools don't merge, which I hope they don't. I'm still gonna be here for like until 12th grade probably, and if the schools don't merge, it would help a lot. Also for the teachers, because there's gonna be like a lot of students, and they can't be able to like memorize all their names, and like sometimes they're gonna have to stay up all night maybe to create their papers, homework. Like, who wants to stay up all night? We need sleep. And so many people like don't work and like they need supplies, and that the school should like provide supplies for the students, because some families don't have enough money that they're making, and some teachers are like buying equipment from their own pocket money, and like the school should provide it, even though like teachers are like using their own money to buy supplies for the students. Also, if the schools merge, which they might, and I hope they don't, they shouldn't, because if they do, there'll be like more students, it'll be like this whole school, a big school, a lot of people in the hallways, very busy, very noisy. Bathrooms are probably gonna be dirty and stinky, and it's just gonna be very disgusting.
Thank you very much. Very illustrative. Noticing the time, and it is getting late. Everybody here has to go to school tomorrow. But our board of directors, all three of them are still here. If there are any last opportunities or questions or comments, or you just want to punctuate what you said tonight, all three of them have public OUSD emails, as do the other 4 board members. Please give your feedback in writing. send it to the three of them. I'll hand it here to Director Lerma to close us out. Thank you everybody for being here tonight and sharing your truth and your thoughts. I appreciate the students who got up and spoke. I'll have Director Lerma give us our adios right now.
Thank you. Yes.
Nada más antes de cerrar, nada más recordándoles por favor, cuando dejen su aparato ahí en la mesa, bórrense por favor, ¿ok? Táchense, si no yo les voy a llamar. Just a friendly reminder about the devices, just leave it on the table and scratch your name, please.
And if anyone still has notes that they wrote that they want to make sure that the full board sees, please bring those up, and I'll make sure to take photographs of them and make them part of the record, okay?
I just want to present you with these letters. They're from 10th grade students from Life Academy. They wrote them directly to you, all expressing their sentiments about why they love Life Academy as it is, and they just want to share with you their thoughts on why we should not merge.
Appreciate
And please, before the last person speaks, before you leave, please take some pizza home, because there's a lot of pizza still left. Please take some home.
Buenas tardes a todos. Good afternoon. My name is Maria Tello. I'm a sister of an 8th grader, Fernando Tello, that may not be able to join his classmates to 9th grade, which makes me very, very upset with the district, making him not feel comfortable going to a different school because of his IP. Come on, district, we can do better. As parents, we all want our kids to have a success life in Life Academy, and for sure United for Success has their own meds, and we should stick to what we have as parents and as students, that we are here. One voice needs to be heard, and la raza activa nunca será vencida. Así que hay que echarle con todo. Let's do it for our kids, for our students, for everybody else, the teachers that have been here for every single student, including my 2 brothers. One made it to the Marines, thank God, he's back from Life Academy, and my little brother who has been getting a lot of help from Ms. Nicole, the principals, different teachers. And I'm so grateful for Life Academy to be open and being so close to my house that I just have to drive 5 minutes away to make sure my brother gets safe to school and gets back home. Anything that happens in Life Academy, I get a call, I get a message, and I'm right here. Same as I bet for United for Success. That's a different school, they have a different culture. Life Academy is here for one reason, and we want to keep it as Life Academy. My word needs to be said, and it's what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our program. But before we leave, I want to again reiterate the pledge that 3 board members have made. We're short 1. We'll be talking to our colleagues to see if we can get that 4th vote. The 4th vote, again, what is it? Not just to remove it from the agenda, but to reconsider this whole, as it was brought up. Does this mean there's going to be a merger in the coming year? No, there cannot be a merger in the coming year. The budget is not going to go away. The debt is not going to go away, and our conversation about adjustments will continue. But it will be a 2-way dialogue. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Please take pizza home.